Hi soulmate, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'll be showing you guys how to make this Victorian corset blouse with keyhole and a front lacing bra. So if you're new here, you're highly welcome. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment and also share. And to my non-subscribers, thank you guys for your support. So without wasting much time, let's dive right into the pattern drafting. So I'm going to chop down my basic measurements. I have my bust line, my under bust line, my waistline and then the top length. So first, from the upper part, I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. From the 8 inches, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope, and from the 1 inches, I'll come down by 8 inches for my armhole. So after that, I'll go ahead and connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole, and this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and measure from my shoulder down to my armhole. What I have there is 9 inches. I'll chalk it down here also. Then I'll connect a straight line. This is my chest line. So next, I'll go ahead and divide my armhole into two, get the midpoint. From the midpoint, I'll come in by 0.5. Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way. So next, I'll go ahead and divide my bust circumference by 4. Then I'll chalk it down. And I'll use my curve ruler to connect it this way to form my armhole curve. So this is what I have, okay? This is my armhole curve. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down my neck width of 3 inches. Then I'll connect it down to my shoulder slope. And this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. My nipple to nipple is 8 inches divided by 2, I have 4. I will chalk it down from my bust line down to my top length. So next, from the both side of my under bust, I'll be coming out on both sides by 1 inches. Okay, if you're very busty, go ahead and use 1.5 inches. Then I'll connect it down using my ruler. And this is what I have. So next, for my under bust, I'll connect it up to my bust point using my curve ruler. And this is what I have. So next, I'll measure out from this point to this point, whatever I have. I'll get the midpoint. This is the midpoint. Then I'll connect it down to my bust point. This point, okay? So let's do that. And this is what I have. So next, from my chest line, I'll be coming up by 1.5 inches. You can use 2 inches, okay? This is where I want my cup to stop. I came up by 1.5 inches from my chest line. So next, on this line, this point, I'll go ahead and come out on both sides by 0.75. This is for my over bust tightening, okay? I'll come out on both sides by 0.75 and I'll connect it down to meet my bust line. And this is what I have. So next, from my chest line, I'll go ahead and come in by 0.5, okay? I'll come in by 0.5. Then I'll connect it to meet this point using my curve ruler. Then from that point, I'll connect it down to meet my under bust. And this is what I have. So next, I'll get the midpoint of my armhole line to my bust circumference, okay? I'll get the midpoint and I'll connect it down to meet my under bust. And this is what I have. And from this point, I'll blend it down to meet that point. And this is what I have, guys. So next, I'll go ahead and connect my neck width to meet my chest line. Okay, this is my neckline. This is what I have, okay? So next, for the front opening, that is the opening at this upper part, I'll go ahead and connect from my chest line to the other side this way, okay? So let's do that. And this is what I have, okay? This is what I have. And what I have here is 1.5 inches. You can go ahead and come up by 2 inches or 1.5 inches as a guide, okay? and this is what I have. So after I'm done doing that, I'll go ahead and impute my body circumference. My bust divided by 4 plus my darts, I'll replace it back. My underbust divided by 4 plus my 2 inches dart, I'll go ahead and replace it back. My waist divided by 4 plus my 2 inches dart, I'll go ahead and replace it back. On my top length, I'm making use of my hip circumference divided by 4 plus my 2 inches dart, I'll chuck it down. After that, I'll go ahead and connect them this way, and this is what I have, okay? So now, for my side dart, from my bust line, I'll come down by 1 inches and I'll connect it back to my bust point. For your side dart, it's the difference between your shoulder to waist of your back and shoulder to waist of your front, okay? Mine is 1 inches, and this is what I have, okay? So next, for my lacing bar, on my underbust line, I'll come in by 2 inches, then down to my top length. This is for my lacing bar. Then I'll connect it this way. So this part, I'll be cutting this part with a plain fabric, just like the picture you are seeing right here, okay? So now for the opening at the front part, I'll come in by 0.5 from my underbust line down to my top length. Then I'll connect it this way to meet my chest line. And this is what I have, okay? This is where I'll be putting my eyelets. This is what I have, guys. So this part is going out. This is my dart. This part is going out. So next, from the side of my top length, I'll come up by 2 inches. I'll come up by 2 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect it down back to my top length. And this is what I have. So guys, this is all for my front pattern drafting. So now I'll go ahead and cut it out, okay? So let's do that, guys. Just watch the way I'm cutting it out. This part is going out. Just watch carefully. Cut out your shoulder slope. To this part, I'll go ahead and open up my dart and I'll blend it back, okay? And this part, go ahead and blend it back, okay? So this is what I have for my front pattern. I'll go ahead and open up this part. So this one, I'll go ahead and hold it down, like I'll tape it down with this one to become one, okay? And this is my lacing bar pattern. And this is what I have. And while cutting out of my fabric, I'll be adding 0.5 sewing allowance round, okay? I'll go ahead and add 0.5 sewing allowance round. So guys, this is all for our front pattern drafting. Let's go over to our back pattern, okay? So here's my back pattern. I'm going to chalk down my basic measurement, my bust, my waist, and then my top length. This is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down my shoulder measurement, the top of my shoulder measurement. From that point, I'll come down by 1 inches. And from the 1 inches, I'll come down by 8 inches for my armhole. The 1 inches is for my shoulder slope, okay? After that, I'll go ahead and connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole, and this is what I have. So next, I'll measure from my shoulder down to my armhole. What I have there is 9 inches. I'll go ahead and chalk it down here also. Then I'll connect a straight line. This line is my chest line, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and divide my armhole into 2. I'll get the midpoint. From the midpoint, I'll come in by 0.5. Then I'll connect it this way using my ruler. This is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and divide my bust circumference by 4. Whatever I have, I will chalk it down. Then I'll use my curve ruler to connect it this way. And this is what I have, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down my neck width of 3 inches. And I'll connect it down to meet my shoulder slope. And this is what I have. So next I'll go ahead and chalk down my neck depth for the back 2 inches. Then I'll connect my necklines this way. My neck depth for the back is 2 inches. So next I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. I'll chalk it down from my chest line down to my top length. So next, on the both side of my waistline, I'll be coming out on both sides by 0.5. Then I'll connect it up to meet my chest line this way. Then down to meet my top length. And this is what I have. So next, from my neck depth, I'll come down by 3 inches. From this point, I'll come in by 0.5. Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way. This is what I have over here. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down the circumference of my bust. My waist divide by 4 plus my 1 inch is that I'll chalk it down. My hip divide by 4, I'll chalk it down. After that, I'll go ahead and connect them together. And this is what I have, okay? So from my shoulder to waist of my back is 16 inches. I took out 1 inches from my shoulder to waist, okay? My shoulder to waist of my front is 17 inches, while that of my back is 16 inches. So here is for my lacing bar. From my chest line, I came in by 2 inches, and from my top length, I came in by 1 inches. And this is what I have, okay? So now to avoid gapping on this side, I'll go ahead and come up by 0.5 and I'll connect it down to my armhole. So this part is going out. Okay. So next, from the side of my top length, I'll come up by 2 inches. Same thing I did on the front pattern. Then I'll connect it down to meet my top length. So guys, this is all for my back pattern drafting. This is what I have over here. So now I'll go ahead and cut it out. So let's do that, guys. Just watch carefully. Cut out these parts. So guys, this is my back pattern and I'll be adding 0.5 seam allowance while cutting out on my fabric, and this is all for my pattern drafting. Thank you all for watching. See you guys in my next class. Bye.